This is why they call them animals. July 13th, we just did a long video, but we're gonna try another one. Maybe it'll do better. I just checked the trail cameras. We got at least one bear shot. And then the other camera, the card said card error. So I don't know if that card is pooched or, let's go, come on. So we're gonna have to get another card. Anyway, it's quite hot, or it will be when we get out of the forest. He's such a lunatic. Yeah, so we checked the camera. Got something which is good. There's lots of berries up here. Well, not up here, but on the way back down. So it's getting quite sketchy for potential bears. So we're making a bit more noise than normal. And we just don't want to have a little run-in. Also, we were at the coffee shop yesterday and I was amazed by how many tourists there were. It's right beside the rafting place, so one of the rafting tours came in and there's all these people, man. And they were all picking up trail guides. So I thought, don't give them trail guides. Because nobody would come here, but just up the way there is where it's Molly. It's not, I don't call it this because of my Molly, but it's actually called Molly Canyon. I've mentioned it before. Like it popped. And it's a boulder field. So I kind of worry that somebody might want to try that out. It's a perfect day to do it too. I'd like to do it again, but you can't, well, you shouldn't do it with dogs, and I don't want to do it by myself because some of those boulders are sketchy, and if you have one roll onto your foot like my friend's friend and break your foot while you're up there, you got a bit of a problem. So anyway. Oh, yeah, so we're gonna go home and get Molly. Let Molly have a bit of a ripper. I'll tell you this real quick. It's kind of a tired old story, but there was no Pepe all last night, and then I was like, oh no. But he showed up this morning. So I'm so happy. And actually, we just went out just before we left, just to let Molly pee. And when I got back, our Pepe came out with us, and when I'm putting Molly back in, Pepe came in, and I kind of watched to see what he would do, and he just jumped on the bed, just curled in a ball. So I think he probably had a hell of an evening. There's a dead mouse on my driveway, all mangled. So I think it's been getting, like, I don't know, 13 degrees at night. But they're just, when it's this, it's been pretty hot, so I think he probably just thinks, not gonna bother. Also took beer over from my neighbor. I bought a case of beer. And he said, what's this for? And I said, oh, I'm gonna bribe you to do me a favor. And my doors have been kind of, my front door and back door, but mainly my front door has been really sticky. And he fixed it in like 5 minutes. So he said, oh man, just walking into stuff. So it's up here. I don't want a vehicle to come in while Poppy's loose. Hey, Poppy. We're gonna leash you up, girl. Pop. Look at it. Look at all this stuff on your face. And then start to do this with one hand. There we go. Good girl. It's time for movie review. So we finally watched our movie. It's called Belfast, and it was very good. But I wouldn't watch it again. It's kind of just, I don't know if it's because I have English roots, but you just look at how stupid people are and how they hate each other for silly things. Like, well, first of all, like racism is, I mean, I just can't get my head around it. Like, you just don't like somebody because of, like, we're all humans, but you don't like them because of the color of their skin. Wow. Wow, you got issues, dude. But there's plenty that do have issues. Anyway, but this is all about religion, right? Catholics and Protestants, and you basically believe, I know this might be ignorant, but you basically believe the same thing, don't you? Like, you're Christians. It's not like somebody's Muslim or Jewish, or like you're kind of on the same, you're kind of playing in the same league. You just have a few different rules. But anyway, you're just watching, and just the hatred. It's like, oh. So So I was glad I watched it, but I just cringed at times. Like they basically loot a supermarket, just smash it apart. In this case, it was Protestants doing that to a Catholic supermarket, and you just, oh, yeah. It wasn't a feel-good movie, put it that way. So, anyway. So we'll probably be popping up a bear video for you. This is where people park if they're coming to do Molly Canyon. So, and it's so socked in here with trees. What I've noticed too is a lot of the berries now have a bit of a, these are all cottonwoods that are, since they logged, these really grew this year, so it's harder to access in there, which is kind of sucks for me because I like eating berries as I go, but your sight lines for seeing anything in there are pretty much zero at this time of year. But anyway, thanks for watching.